Okay, so today we are going to go over some more punctuation rules. This time we're talking about apostrophes. So we will start with the rule use when you're writing a contraction. Remember, contractions are two words that we combine together, and we use that apostrophe to replace one or more letters. So here we have the example, I'll be late because we can't find the keys. So I'll and can't are contractions. So I'll stands for I will. Well, it's shorter and easier if we replace the W and I with an apostrophe and we write that as I'll. That's a contraction. Can't stands for cannot, and we can replace the second N and the O with an apostrophe and we get can't. So instead of saying cannot, we shorten it to can't. So we use apostrophes in contractions. Sorry about the blurry video. Use when making a noun possessive. Remember, when we're saying it's possessive, we're showing ownership. So the sentence, for example, is the dog's tail wagged quickly. Well, the tail belongs to the dog. So when we have a noun that can be owned by a noun, then that's when we use that apostrophe. The dog owns the tail. So continuing with the possessives or ownership, if it's a singular noun, we just add apostrophe S like we did up here. There was only one dog and its tail. If we have more than one, like here, all the crayons in the box. Not just one, more than one. So all of the crayons wrapper. So we put the apostrophe after the S to show that there is more than one. If I only wrote it as crayon apostrophe S, then it would just mean one crayon. But because there's more than one, we put S apostrophe. We'll get more into that later on. Down here it says, remember, it's with the apostrophe is it is. It's the contraction. It's with no apostrophe is showing its ownership. So I am looking at this page here, which is also in your workbook. So you're going to put an N if we don't need an apostrophe, and we're going to put the apostrophe in places where we need it. It's going to be cold outside. It is going to be cold outside. If you can say it is, then it needs that apostrophe. Said the weather forecaster. Erica didn't want it to be cold outside. Erica did not want it to, so I use that apostrophe. She loved summer's heat. Well, what heat? Oh, summer's heat. It's owning. We need that apostrophe. And hated the cold winters where she lived. Well, winter is not owning anything here, so we just have an S because it's more than one. Erica picked up her coat off its hook and put it on. Off it is hook, that does not make sense, so we write an N. And I'm putting the N underneath so it doesn't get confusing. She headed outside where her sisters were playing. There's only more than one sister. It's not owning anything, so we put an N. Her sister Jess's coat was on the playground. Oh, Jess owns the coat, so I need that apostrophe. It's so cold. It is so cold. We need that apostrophe. Erica called the Jess. Don't. So we need that apostrophe. You need your coat. Nope. We need that apostrophe. It's a contraction again. Warm just replied and kept on playing.